me. He called me at 3 a.m. He yelled at me for hitting the go live button yesterday.
Guys, hold on. Start up. All right,
it looks happy.
All right, World Wide Web Sports and Tacos coming at you from. I'm live from the Marmalade Cafe in Sherman Oaks, California.
I'm live from my sister's basement in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Awesome. We have a bit of a motley crew tonight. No Tony and Bama, so it could be a little bit of a quieter show than normal.
Alex, we need to be loud for us.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try my best.
I'm Spencer Cadigan, your host. We're joined tonight with Alex, the G Unit Ginzel, Ian, Weeboo Santa Claus Drummond, and Bentley. I don't know. I love the Patriots, Fierro. And it's August 29th. We are in preseason football abyss. We're about to head into an 11-day stretch of absolutely, preseason games are meaningless anyways, but basically just no football.
Absolute hell.
11 days. So Ian, the guy from Philly, really wants to talk about the pennant races. He wants to talk about the NL East. He wants to talk about the Mets and the Phillies. He wants to talk about the Phillies draft.
I hate everything from New York. I'm from New York and I'm fudging annoying. I'm from New York and I'm fudging annoying.
Yeah.
Everything's better on Long Island because it's from Long Island.
So we're not gonna talk about baseball, even though this is the time of year when I actually do like baseball. And especially living in LA now, I could become a total Dodgers homer because unlike in Denver, the Rockies, who are usually out of playoff contention by like Memorial Day, the Dodgers just getting ramped up right now. And it's kind of fun to have something to root for on a daily basis, like every night. But anyways, it's almost football season, so we'll stick to football. That's
There you go.
Bentley, you brought up a topic because, you're a Patriots fan. And Bentley, World Wide Web, thinks that one of Bill Belichick's disciples will finally go off on his own, get kicked out of the nest, and see. Already failed miserably with my beloved Denver Broncos. I literally think Belichick sent him to the Denver Broncos to destroy it, which is basically what he did. I don't know what, because Belichick's evil. That's the way Darth Vader rolls. He sends his spies into other teams to explode them. Literally, from the day the guy showed up, he got rid of Jay Cutler, Brandon Marshall, everything that was good on the Denver Broncos. He got rid of in like the
whoa! You like Jay Cutler? I thought everyone hated him.
Kyle Orton.
Just so you know, this comes from experience. Every time Josh McDaniels is lying in an interview because he clears his throat. Watch it. Throughout the season, every time that he's about to tell a lie, he goes like that, and then the lies come because he's just been asked an uncomfortable question that he knows he's got to throw some BS out.
Who's that?
Josh McDaniels.
Do you think maybe McDaniels, obviously, remember, he was the youngest coach back then. Remember that? And now he's a little mature.
Maybe he's not going to have to lie when he's coaching the Raiders if he's not coaching the Broncos.
Right.
The Raiders have a much better roster. Tim Tebow.
I'm going to make a little prediction here, but I do believe right now AFC West is going to be a very entertaining division, and we're going to see.
We know. Believe me, everybody knows. Like,
you know what? Though, it might be one of those divisions that's too good for themselves, and that the top team's going to be 11-5, and have to go on the road in the playoffs because of that. Because they're so they're going to knock each other out.
I think the Raiders are going to be contenders that division. They might be. We'll throw KC on top. But I think the Raiders may be in the second place there. I think they're going to really come in and stir things up.
Well, what I want to know is if Josh McDaniels can be successful without recording the opponent's, practice and the plays that they're running before the game. Everywhere he's been busted for that. Like within the first 2 months of being the Broncos head coach, he brought his Patriots way to Denver and immediately got busted for recording the opponent running their plays before the game.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
And a lot of people call BS on this, but listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you go back to Tom Brady's first Super Bowl against the Rams, all right, this is long before they got busted for recording teams, which is completely illegal in the NFL. You can't do that. The only play that the Kurt Warner Rams scored on in that, I think that was the 2001 Super Bowl. The only play that they scored on was a play they did not run in pregame warm-ups because they were recording everything. Like they literally knew.
Yeah, well, you go back to you go back when the Eagles lost to the Patriots in 5. They said it was just like night and day. They felt that they had been wronged at some point.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I get it. Belichick, Darth Vader. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if because think about it like this. Not one of his disciples from a 20-year-long dynasty has gone on to be successful as a head coach elsewhere. Not one of his assistant coaches has done anything. So
yeah,
I don't know. And again, I'm biased because McDaniels came in and literally destroyed my Broncos. Then eventually we got beat by the Raiders, like 56-17 in Elway Camden, or Bowling Camden. And that begat the John Elway era after that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I hate McDaniels. If he becomes successful as the Raiders head coach, that is.
But it's also he's going into a situation where he was. The Raiders weren't terrible last year. They were pretty good. And they had the whole Gruden thing tear them apart mid-season.
Yeah.
So I do believe that. So maybe the stars are lined up.
Yeah.
I think the Raiders with McDaniels had a nice little jump start, so I could see this season being pretty positive. I can't predict, they're going to be solid for here on up, but I do believe this season the Raiders are going to be pretty exciting. Vegas, it's the Raiders. I think they're going to be pretty exciting to watch. I think McDaniels is lighting them up, getting that team motivated. That's for sure. But again, AFC West, my goodness, it's going to be an exciting, really exciting season.
No, it is. I kind of wonder. I don't know. Let me ask you something, Alex, because you're a Chiefs fan and you're from Kansas City. I wonder because it's got to be close to the same, if not the same, in Kansas City. Do Chiefs fans? Who is the Chiefs' number one hated rival?
Oh, it's the Raiders.
Raiders.
Do not like the Raiders. I do not like the fans.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't like
What'd
the
you
Raiders fans. I don't like the Raiders at all. So perfect. He's a perfect coach.
The Raiders. Yeah.
I kind of wonder how long of a leash he has with an owner like Mark Davis. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I mean, I know Al Davis. You did not have a long leash as a head coach. That's one of the reasons Mike Shanahan was only there for like a year. And I just wonder because one of the things about McDaniels when he came to the Broncos is I think they gave him full control.
They did.
He had absolute control. I think he was GM. I'm not sure. I think he was GM also, was he not? So he was able to just come in and clear house. Now, at the Raiders, I have a feeling you're not doing that at the Raiders.
No, Marquez.
You're just going to be the head coach, do your thing. They're in charge of personnel. So I wonder,
I think Mark will be more flexible than Al. That's for sure. I think Mark's going to be like, all right, you think you can do this? And I see Mark being a little more of a softie.
True, but he's still the owner of literally one of the biggest, iconic.
Imagine that.
Sports franchises in the world.
Yep.
So he ain't gonna get the same kind of power he had in Denver. I know that. At least I don't think he will. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's do this. Over or under 3.5 years for McDaniels as the head coach of the Raiders.
I'm going to say over.
You think it?
Yeah, I'm going with over.
You see
I'll
some
go with
success
over,
there?
too.
I'm gonna root for the under, just because I hope he's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of sucks, and it does kind of scare me, because you would think sooner or later one of Belichick's disciples are going to be good. I mean, literally, he's put out like 20 assistant coaches that have gone on to become head coaches, and every one of them have been horrible. So, you know, and that, like, again, that does scare me the more I think about it. I mean, it's okay as long as the Broncos get good, because I would love to have, you know, Broncos-Raiders rivalry where they're both battling for the lead in the division. And
Oh, yeah. That's
AFC
classic football.
I love it. I hate when we're both battling for the toilet in the division.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, if McDaniels is the one getting them there, just the hate for the Raiders, it will go from a 10 to like an 11.5.
Is this his first year? Is this his first year with the Raiders?
With the Raiders, yeah. He, like, literally, God, was it 10 years ago? Was that like 2012 when he got a shot with the Broncos? Basically, he, as a real young coach,
He was the youngest back then.
yeah, the Broncos gave him a chance to be our head coach, and he came in and he started off 6-0. But the first thing he did was just get rid of everything that Mike Shanahan had done. And he had built a relatively good team, a solid foundation of a team. You know, Jay Cutler was goodish. Brandon Marshall was good. He came in and just cleared house. It looked like he knew what he was doing, because he started off 6-0, and then he proceeded to just go off a cliff. And then by the, I think, 4th or 5th, maybe 6th week of the following season, we lost to the Raiders like 56-10. And you don't do that in Denver. And he got fired the following day. So it was a pretty short run.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, let's get some words from our sponsors. Let's break real quick, and then we'll get back to
check your chats on that too. So there's you'll see the article.
We got stuff happening here. Okay.
Yeah, just I'll check the chat. So.
Okay.
Cool. All right. We're gonna get some words from our sponsors in real quick, and we'll be back in about a minute. Here we go.
All about having some fun, a little bit of sports knowledge from 3, 4, 5, 6 different folks, depending on the night. Let you know about what happened that day in sports. We'll get to it. Check us out, Sports and Tacos at YouTube.
Perfect. Who are the guys at Sports and Tacos? We're a bunch of sports experts who work together in a huge sports bar forever, and we know more sports than anybody in this entire world, because we put our money where our mouth is.
Why Sports and Tacos? Because we're number one. We try to do things a little different from everybody else, and that's who we are, because we party like the big dogs.
Okay.
Come on. It's my time. It's my time. Let's dance to get these things rolling like a grind. So like, don't let it sing out, it'll stop my grind. Brighter than the sun. Get me out.
Alrighty, dudes. World Wide Web, we are back. What's our next topic, anybody?
Next topic. Let's talk about this Aaron Rodgers business. What are these shenanigans? What's going on?
Was it a guy from Philly? Did you say Percocet?
He said he played the game on Percocet.
Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan, spilling the beans.
Did he say why?
Rogan?
Yeah. Hey, did he say why?
He was talking about the immunity, about, the can't say the V word, but the But anyways, just talking about that, just saying about getting immunized, about doing like the herbal way, kind of like stuff that's loose,
You're not talking about Viagra, are you?
that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, hey, but what does it have to do with Percocet?
He was saying he's allergic to it,
Oh.
and it's inside the you know what. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Aaron
I
Rodgers
don't wanna say
admits
the
to
word,
playing a
because,
game on
nowadays, I
Percocet.
don't want to.
Because all that I've heard recently is he was, drinking, what's the stuff, ayahuasca or whatever with
Ayahuasca.
with mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is a hippie. Did you see his tattoo? He got a tattoo of like the pyramids and all that stuff. Like he's like a hippie, you know? He
Yeah, I
reminds me
think
of, he's like a Leif, like is it Leif or what's guy's name? Leif Garrett, Leif from the Chargers. Reminds me of him, but obviously he's a better player.
Yeah, right. But I mean, I could see him going to South America for a couple weeks and doing sweat lodges and shamans and
Yeah.
drinking ayahuasca to clear his mind.
Yoga.
And you watch. He's
I
gonna
met a
come.
few NFL players in Scottsdale at church group, and they said that drugs is pretty common in the NFL to be like people being zooted up on like even booze. They'll drink beer during the game and
I'm sure.
pop pills during the game. It's just pretty normal for the.
They drink beer during the game? What?
Yeah, I knew one guy that was like he won a Super Bowl with the Raiders, but he said he was drunk during the games playing. But it's just pain treatment. So it's pretty normal that they're just swapping pill boxes on pill.
Yeah. There's a story I heard.
I get
The
it.
story I heard about the Raiders is that the Raiders, they're locked up like in a bunch of cages, and then when it's coming, they just let them out. That's why they're just so it's the Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's NFL football. I get it. Like, whatever keeps you on top, whatever keeps the pain, makes the pain stop and keeps you. Because as long as you're not getting caught, like.
You sound like an after-school special, man.
Well, I mean,
What's the rule? If the referee doesn't see it, it's legal.
I understand it. I mean, it's when there's that much money.
I know.
At stake, like, getting that next huge contract or not. I mean, I would think PEDs would be the real thing that they would be using, but whatever. If you got to go like hammer, I don't know, whatever, like 3 scoops of freaking C4 before the game, and you're just hopped up like insane before the game, then do whatever you got to do. But I'm sure it happens pretty commonly. So whatever makes them play better.
Would you guys drink beer during your professional career? I mean, would you do that?
That's tough. I don't think so.
I drank beer all the time when I drank, so yes.
I mean, back in the when I wasn't playing football for a living,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
It's
I love
not like
watching the old Joe Namath videos. He's chewing tobacco, and then it's all right, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
yeah, there's old footage of Fred Biletnikoff smoking cigarettes on the sidelines, and then he literally would go out and catch like an 80-yard touchdown pass. And
Oh
go
my
back to
gosh.
That was my kind of football. I love those days.
and I'm pretty sure back, in the 70s, like they probably used to drink beer on the sidelines, smoke cigarettes on the sidelines. Who knows what used to happen?
70s, what a fun time, huh?
I don't think my boy Patrick Mahomes does that.
No, well, and you got to kind of remember too, like especially back in the 50s and 60s, these guys didn't make that much money to be NFL football players. So most of them were like they had normal jobs, and this was just something they did in the fall. So they might have been plumbers or electricians or whatever, blue collar dudes. Right? So they, if you're smoking cigarettes or drinking beer on the sidelines, nobody cared. And then when you got all the money involved,
different story.
It started to become frowned upon. So.
I have a question. What exactly is the story with the Broncos? How come I don't hear too much about them right now? Besides, Russell Wilson, but who exactly is their defense coordinator, the head coach? Where does he come from? I'm not hearing really anything about the Broncos on the news.
Well, for this entire preseason, you haven't heard a whole lot of anything about anything.
Okay.
I mean, they're
Noticing that, yeah.
just in general, there has been we've
Yeah.
been struggling for topics other than Deshaun Watson, which you can only talk about so
yeah,
much.
God.
And now he's suspended for 11 weeks. So, we know the
Yeah.
outcome of that. I have
Yeah.
no idea. I have no idea what to talk about. It's like it was an extremely boring preseason. And I don't know if it's maybe just everybody is keeping everybody in line, make no news is good news, at least in regards to the team or teams. So, because I know Nathaniel Hackett. He's, Aaron Rodgers' old right-hand man from Green Bay. Russell Wilson. I don't know. Preseason, you don't get anything out of preseason really anymore. So,
Will the Broncos have their good defense still?
yeah. Well, we were talking about that on the last episode. We were breaking down Chiefs because, as you can see, Alex is a Chiefs fan. We were breaking down the first Broncos-Chiefs game, and which quarterback is better, which running backs are better, who has better wide receivers. Yeah, so the Broncos defense, they should be pretty freaking good this year if everybody stays healthy.
Yeah.
They definitely
that's what I
better than
forgot.
Chiefs.
That's what I forgot. The only news I was hearing about this entire offseason about football is I've been seeing a lot of advertisement posts. Jerry Jones has been posting saying how great the Cowboys are going to be, and even posted that Dak Prescott has a six-pack abs. So if he's going to play really well this year, this is it. That's the only kind of a news I've been seeing online.
As an Eagles fan, I always fear the team in the NFC East that they're talking about that's going to be bad, and that's the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is like Jerry Jones will say that, and then you watch. They're not even going to make the playoffs.
No, but I'm saying that's usually a good spot is when I was talking about how bad you're going to be. The team they're talking about is going to win the Super Bowl. It always fumbles.
Watch the guard. What is it? What's the not the Redskins anymore? The what? Commanders. You watch.
Yeah.
Commandos, yeah.
The Commanders are going to end up winning that division.
Yeah,
No,
that's
they-
what Bama said too. They were like, the Commanders are going to be real good this year.
Like Dallas should be good. The Eagles should be good, and watch it'll be the Commanders. Watch it be the Giants. Watch the Giants pick up Jimmy G and make a playoff run.
What do you guys think of NFC right now? The division with Niners, Rams, Cardinals.
It's a sick division. It's the AFC West
Yeah,
of the
I
NFC.
think the Niners are crazy with this whole Trey Lance thing, but
They got to keep Jimmy G.
they just reworked his contract. It just said that, so
I don't know. I don't think they're going to. I mean, somebody's going to offer him. Somebody's going to make him an offer they can't refuse. I mean, the Seahawks.
he's got to be traded. He's got to be traded, and maybe
I
that
know.
they just reworked. They just reworked his contract. Maybe that's why they reworked his contract.
Maybe they just keep him as a backup
Yeah,
in case
August
Trey Lance
29th.
doesn't work out.
And
Fired.
what about what do you guys think? Will Green Bay be number one in NFC again and lose?
Well, that's what. Yeah, that's a big.
Absolutely.
That was one of our topics one day. Was the home field disadvantage for the Packers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because when Rodgers won a Super Bowl, he won on the road. He was a 6 seed.
on the road.
Yeah, or actually, we'll do that as a topic during the regular season.
Yeah. Well, they lost Devontae Adams, so how that improves them? I mean, of course they're going to be good, but
Yeah, Rodgers is still a magical man on the field.
is,
but it's just not when it's cold out. It's cold out there.
yeah, I don't see him taking that team to the Super Bowl without Devontae Adams. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know how. It's like they gave Aaron Rodgers his contract and then got rid of his biggest weapon.
Yeah, but
So, well, anyways, let's take another little break, and then we'll come back and we'll go over all the week 1 point spreads. Make our picks for
Ooh.
week 1.
that sounds like fun.
Sound good?
I can't wait.
Sports and tacos.
Sports and tacos. Okay, we'll be back in like a minute.
Come on.
Watch Sports and Tacos.
YouTube is the place to go to watch some sports and tacos, y'all. Check us out 3 times a week. Follow us, like us. We love you. Let's do it. Join us.
Sports talk shows where the hosts may be famous when they get paid, no matter whether they're right or wrong, kind of like the weatherman. On Sports and Tacos, we only get paid to be right. So on Sports and Tacos, we put our money where our mouth is.
Why Sports and Tacos? Because we're number one. We try to do things a little different from everybody else, and that's who we are because we party like the big dogs.
Okay, sweet.
Right, this is Sports and Tacos. We got freaks out there. We got 4 of them. We got 5 of them. We got special guests. We got a man in the shower. We got a brainiac. We got a guy that looks like he's supposed to be on Sports Center. And then you got me. It's all about the TMP, Sports and Tacos.
Because we get paid to put our money where our mouth is. We tell you how it is for real, not what they want you to say. Listen to us, Sports and Tacos.
Cool, perfect. Alrighty, dudes. Let's dive in. Again, we are in the preseason abyss. So we have a lot of time to think about football in week 1. So let's just
spreads.
Let's go and see what week 1 is looking like. Make our predictions on every one of these mind-blowing week 1 games.
Bills. Rams are getting 2.5 against the Bills in Buffalo.
Yeah, Alex. No, I don't want to turn you into a degenerate gambler or anything.
Oh, I love gambling.
Do you know?
Oh,
Do you know
wow.
what that? Do you know what that means?
Stop hitting on me.
So, okay, the Bills are playing at the Rams on next Thursday.
Yeah,
That's the opening game.
I know. I see that.
The Bills are favored by 2.5 points. If you were putting $1,000 on it in Vegas, you know what that means, right? 2.5. So that means the Bills have to win by 3 or more.
Right. Parlays and all that stuff.
Yeah. So like,
You talking French?
what if you had to put $1,000 on the Bills and the Rams remember this is at Los Angeles.
I know. And I feel, what, we just watched them, were they playing yesterday, right? The Rams are going to be good. They're going to be
the Rams are giving points at home? Coming off the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Rams all the way.
They were playing Saturday, and I was watching, and I think that they're going to get it. They're gonna take this one.
Who, the Rams?
The Rams.
Dude, it's hard. Like, the Bills only got better. They picked up Von Miller.
That means nothing, dude. He's old.
Yeah, but he still had 2 sacks in the Super Bowl. Like,
Okay.
he crushed for the Rams last year. That was a good pickup. He helped them win the Super Bowl. He wasn't why they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
But you couldn't think about it. You double team Aaron Donald, and all of a sudden you got Von Miller on the outside coming at you like a freaking wild animal. You can't double team both of them. So the Bills are going to kind of have.
Yeah.
I think I got to agree. I got to go with the Rams. I think the Rams might win that game outright. I think that's kind of a weird line. What are your thoughts?
I'm sure it's going to move.
Bentley.
I'm in Pennsylvania. I should get my bets in now.
I think Rams are going to have, for some reason, a little Super Bowl hangover. I'm giving this to the Bills.
You think they're going to win by 3 or more?
Yeah, I think so, yes. And Von Miller is not going to contribute much, but he's going to be in the roster. I think he's just going to be able to give the guys some energy. And I think the Bills are going to start off. They want to make their presence known this year. And I think the Rams are going to be a little hungover a little. Remember, it's only the first game. So I'm giving it to the Bills by 3. Over.
Got it. All right, moving on. We have the Ravens at the Jets.
Oh,
And the Ravens are favored by 7. This isn't a really good game on paper, but you think the Ravens are going to cover 7? Does anybody know what's happening with Zach Wilson?
He's getting laid by his mom or something, or his mom's friend.
his best friend's mom.
Yeah. He's like Stifler.
He is Stifler.
Is this Scotch single malt or double malt?
I know that he got hurt. I think the last I heard he was going to play opening day. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Alex?
Yeah.
What do you think? The Ravens have to win that game by 8 points or more against the
I
Jets.
don't know much about the Jets, honestly, so I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Yeah, it's probably a safe bet.
I don't know much about the Jets.
Was it Zach Wilson's first season last year? It was his rookie year, right?
Yeah.
NFL
Second
expert.
pick. Second overall pick, yes.
Second overall pick. I'm going to take the Jets, just for the heck of it. The Jets plus the 7, in the hopes that Zach Wilson actually starts to look like the quarterback that got drafted, second pick of the first round. So, Bentley, what do you think?
Unfortunately, I love the Jets. Nostagolia, Joe Namath, big fan, but it's the Jets. They're going to lose, and Ravens will find a way to win. I don't think they'll do it dominantly, but it's the Ravens. They'll find a way to win.
So that's the great equalizer. This is not a pick-em. You have to take the points or not.
Take the points.
7. So you would take the Jets in the points or the Ravens in the points?
The Ravens.
Ravens will win by 8 or more.
Oh yeah. The Ravens.
What do you
so too. I think the Ravens.
What do you think, Ian?
Ravens to cover.
Ravens. Everybody's high on the Ravens. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. In a game I normally would not care anything about, but Tony has predicted that the Saints are going to come out of nowhere and be amazing this year because of Jameis Winston. He thinks Jameis Winston's going to set the league on fire. I was like, what are you talking about, Tony? But the thing that's crazy about that, anyone who's watching on the World Wide Web, Tony says crazy things, and they actually freaking happen. So you got the Saints are out the Falcons. The Falcons are going to be horrible here. The Saints are favored by 5.5. I think I got to take the Saints all day to cover that 5.5. Even with Jameis Winston. Just because, Jameis is better than anything that I have no idea who the Falcons quarterback's even going to be.
Oh yeah. Falcons.
Well, they got rid of Matt Ryan. So
They're
who's their quarterback? They're you might as well give them the first pick of the draft right now.
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. Oh my God.
He's starting for the Falcons? Really? Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's still in the NFL, but Alex, what do you think? Saints or Falcons?
Oh man, I'll go Saints with you.
Saints.
Yeah.
Ian.
Saints with the points. Oh wait, no, Saints are giving. Yeah, Saints to cover.
Saints to cover the 5.5. I actually like that. At least on paper. What do you think, Bentley?
Saints to cover the 5.5. It's the Saints' division game.
Got it. On to the next game. The Patriots are at the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are favored by 3 points.
I'm going with Bill Belichick in the 2.5.
Yeah, well, this right here says 3 now, so I think I got to take the Patriots plus the 3.
Yeah.
Just
I'm taking the Patriots.
Patriots. Bentley, obviously you're taking the Patriots.
You know what? Going Dolphins.
How can you go against your Patriots?
Did you see how bad they played? I'm still realistic.
You're like, You're like, it's my money, bro.
Okay, you go.
That's funny. Nice work. Way to be a team player, Bentley.
Hey, Patriots at Dolphins is never good. It's just never good. It's never good. We know this already. Bad. Something
Good
about
point.
those colors. It's bad. It's Dolphins. Like there's some kind of bad luck voodoo spell there.
I think it's more to do with like the humidity and the weather.
I don't know. And
Especially
remember, too, when the Dolphins lost the Super Bowl, Ray Finkel didn't kick with laces out.
Dang it. Ace Ventura, man. Ace Ventura.
Yeah, so I don't know. I get history says never bet against the Patriots and never bet against the Yankees. So I got to take the Patriots in that one because I mean they if they lose by a field goal, you still push.
Yeah.
You don't lose any money.
Well, I hope you're right. I want to see the Patriots win. I always do. It's my team. But the freaking Dolphins, man, there's just something in the air over there.
I'm not a believer in Tua either, though, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and rookie head coaches against Belichick week 1.
Yeah, I mean Belichick has had all offseason to just sit in his basement or wherever he sits and just come up with some sick, wicked game plan to
His Patriots team looks a little disorganized to me for some reason. That
was an act. He was tricking them. He did that on purpose.
I hope so.
Well, he's
I hope
crazy.
so.
He might come out and not throw the football one time. He might run the wishbone and beat the Dolphins. You have no idea what Belichick.
Are you talking about ranch dressing?
He might run the wing T offense
Yeah, that's possible.
where you have the tight end taking snaps from the center
Yeah.
and running the option.
Yeah, whatever happened to the Wildcat? Remember that?
Tim Tebow didn't work out, so it kind of went away. It was popular for a little while.
That comes by once every 10 years, and they act like it's a big deal. Then it's dead within 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Let's see. Moving on. We're gonna go. This is a very interesting game. Cleveland Browns at Panthers.
It's basically a pick.
Yeah, I've got Panthers favored by 2.
No, I've got the Panthers giving to. What side are you on?
This says the Panthers are favored by 2. This is I don't know, just some rando site on the World Wide Web. So I don't know. I'm going with the Browns just because Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's not horrible. I don't think Baker Mayfield is much better than Jacoby Brissett. So
Brissett's a good I think he's actually a pretty good quarterback, but it is the Browns. I'm going to give this to Carolina.
Carolina's going to win by 3 or more.
Yeah.
Got it. Alex,
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm gonna do Panthers.
you going to take the Panthers?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think, Ian?
Carolina, Baker, Matt Rule.
Baker, Matt Rule. Why are you so high on Matt Rule again? And he was Temple?
Yeah, my college's coach. He coached them from like 0 to a bowl game.
Right. Well, that's good.
Beat Penn State for the first time in 75 years.
Did he come from the Patriots?
No, Giants.
Oh, Giants.
O-line,
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Giants O-line coach. I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sweet. Let's see. We'll take another little break, and then we will go ahead and we'll get predictions on the rest of the games and probably get close to wrapping it up. So we'll be back in a minute or so.
Why sports and tacos? Because we're number 1. We try to do things a little different from everybody else, and that's who we are because we party like the big dogs.
Okay. Who are the guys at Sports and Tacos? We're a bunch of sports experts who work together in a huge sports bar forever. And we know more sports than anybody in this entire world because we put our money where our mouth is.
all about having some fun, a little bit of sports knowledge from 3, 4, 5, 6 different folks, depending on the night. Let you know about what happened that day in sports. We'll get to it. Check us out, Sports and Tacos at YouTube.
Perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in TV land, YouTube, Sports and Tacos, Mondays, Thursdays, and Sunday Fun Day. Come join us, YouTube, Sports and Tacos.
Come on.
Alrighty, everybody. We are back with our amazing picks for week 1 because we are in the middle of preseason football abyss. So who knows? Who knows how many times we're going to make predictions on these games over the next 10 days.
I
Because
know.
there's literally nothing to talk about football-wise.
Spencer, are you writing this down? Because I think I'll start actually writing these down just so at the end of the season we can really see, who guessed right.
Yeah, we'll probably do some kind of pick'em challenge where
Yeah.
we keep track. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty fun. And kudos to anybody that can beat Tony. I've seen
Yeah.
it year in, year out. Pick 'em, betting against the point spread, whatever. The dude is just good. And again. So yeah, we'll keep track of it for sure.
Okay.
The next game, the Pittsburgh Steelers are at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favored by 6.5. I know the Steelers. What is it? Kenny Pickens? What's his name? Anybody?
Yes.
Remember? Whatever the rookie quarterback for the Steelers is looking good. I think they're actually I mean, they might start Trubisky, but it's like nobody really cares about that season with the Steelers. So I wouldn't be surprised if they started that kid or threw him in there pretty quickly. But God, that's a toughie, dude. I mean, the Steelers are still a very prideful team, and to just automatically assume the Bengals are going to whoop them by a touchdown or more. I don't know. What would you do with that, Ian? Bengals all day?
Yeah, I just have too much respect for Mike Tomlin and the way the team's always ready to go. It's early in the season. I'm thinking the hangover is going to Bengals way. I'm taking the Steelers with 6.5.
Steelers to cover the 6. They're not probably
Yeah,
unlikely.
they're not going to need the coverage.
I don't see the Bengals obviously pulling the upset, but
Yeah, Burrow had something weird this summer, like appendicitis or something.
yeah, the Steelers again. That's a prideful franchise that I don't think they get whooped by the Bengals. But I think I'm going to go with you. I think for some reason I'm going to take the Steelers plus the 6.5. Let's see. What I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
I'm going to go Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers as well. They just played the Lions, right? I mean, I know the Lions aren't that good, but
Yeah.
they looked real good, really good
Yeah.
playing the Lions.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I'm very interested to see what the Steelers look like this year because everybody thinks. I mean, they think it's going to be Mike Tomlin's first losing season. I think ever. But that quarterback, that rookie out of Pitt, has looked good. So if he gets lucky and that kid is good, dude, the Steelers could be right back in playoff contention. So, what would you do there, Bentley?
They're playing the Bengals, right?
Uh-huh.
I think the Bengals are going to win this. It's a statement game. They lost the Super Bowl just by like that much. It's a statement game. Bengals want to come in and say, we're not the same old Bengals.
You think they're going to win by a touchdown or more?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. All right, then.
This is the statement for the Bengals. They're going to say this is not a fluke. It's a statement game. And they're going to, rookie quarterback for the Steelers. They're going to try to run circles around it.
Yeah, they could pull some tricks,
Yeah.
but I don't know, dude. It's the Bengals. Or I'm sorry, it's the Steelers. So for some reason, it'd be different if it was like 2.5 or 3. I'd be all over the Bengals, but it's 6.5. You know, so all right, moving on. 49ers at Bears. 49ers are favored by 7 points.
I'm going with Justin Fields with 7 points in Chicago.
I kind of like that also, just because it's 7. If that were
Yeah, the
6
Niners win games 17-13. They don't really
Yeah.
spank anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going to be starting a brand new quarterback basically. So
Yeah, and I saw some of the film, like one of the guys, a few of the YouTube analysts. They said Fields is like throwing the ball well, making right. Like I know it's different, but like he's just they said like technically he's playing good football, like throwing the ball in the line.
wouldn't that be crazy if that was some, if there was a game where I would put a little something on an upset, and I don't know why, but I could see, because it's at Chicago,
Yeah, early game. Yeah, West traveling East early. Yeah,
Yeah, just a fluke
going Bears
game.
all the way with the points.
I mean, I definitely would take the Bears with the points there, but I would also maybe think about the Bears to actually pull some kind of 1 point or 3 point upset there.
Yeah.
What do you think? G-Unit
49ers for sure.
all day, all day,
All day.
no question. Trey Lance goes in and just stomps the Bears in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Dude, Chicago, God, they've been bad for so long.
Yeah. And we were in the Super Bowl with the 49ers. So,
Yeah, yeah, and you guys almost lost that Super Bowl.
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I was absolutely rooting for you guys in that Super Bowl, but like Mahomes, that he showed his greatness.
Yeah.
But I mean, Jimmy G ain't the starter anymore. I don't know. I gotta go with the Bears. Something smells fishy about that game.
The Bears fans are funny.
Yeah.
They travel. The whole fan base travels with the team.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. Just a little side note for that. You know what the best traveled fandom
Yeah.
is in the NFL?
It's got to be the Bears.
No, it's
Steelers,
not.
I think,
It's the Steelers for
Oh,
sure.
really?
And you want to know why?
because it's cold up there and they don't want to leave.
No, because back in the early '80s, when all the steel mills went out of business, so all the Pittsburgh Steelers fans that worked in the steel mills had to move away because they didn't have a job anymore, and they spread out throughout the entire country. And that's why seriously, if you go to a Broncos Steelers game, half the freaking stadium is Steelers fans.
Jeez.
Wow, it's like a 5th grade social studies class.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a social studies class. Yeah, so you could look into the steel market collapse of the early 1980s, and that's what caused them to be the best traveled fans.
I
Very
got a quick
interesting.
story. I went to the Patriots playoff game in Gillette Stadium against the Steelers, and wow, it was all over Boston, a ton of Steelers. Now, the cool thing in Boston is we're eating at the diner. All the Steelers Nation walks in the diner to come eat. The old lady behind the counter says, "Get out of here. Take those jerseys off. Get out of here. You're not allowed to eat here." That was so awesome. Like, whoa.
Dang.
Oh,
Was
they
that Carla
really
from
get
Cheers?
serious. That was in Boston. That was it. Yeah.
I've got a kind of funny Pittsburgh Steeler story from the 2005 AFC Championship game against the Broncos, where me and
Jake the Snake.
I've
Did
told
you get
this
arrested?
No, but it was close. Let's just say that.
Did you get him?
That was the game. The Broncos had home field, and Jake the Snake was playing well, right? And then that's when
Yeah.
Big Ben just came out of nowhere, just throwing the deep pass.
Yep.
Oh, I remember. That was a great playoff.
They couldn't stop him on third down the entire
No.
game. But anyways, we got there early and we had total nosebleed seats, and there was actually still a little bit of snow left from a snowstorm. And my buddy Mitch, actually no, I think it was my buddy Haas. There was some Steelers fans, a couple, walking up to their seats way down there. Like they were way down there. He threw a snowball at him. Dude, he hit this chick directly in the face so hard with the snowball it blew her sunglasses off of her head.
Oh my gosh.
But it was from far away, like, and they literally they didn't know who it was. They just because there wasn't many fans in the seats yet, they knew it was someone in our general
Whoa,
area.
whoa! There's still a $3,500 reward for this.
There might be.
So this is Hoffs.
They literally waited for us after
I'm turning you guys in.
after the game, and the boyfriend almost fought all of us.
Oh, I'm sure. Jeez.
It was the most perfect throw I've ever seen in my life, though.
Knocked your glasses right off.
I mean, literally, dude. They were. I mean, think about when you're in the nosebleeds, how steep those seats are, and they were like just walking out of the fifth row tunnel, and we were all the way up. So, I mean, this throw was far, and it was so money. Anyways, that's my.
Hey, must have hit hard from that high coming down.
Oh, dude! Like I
Wow.
said, right in the face, blew the sunglasses off of her head.
Gosh.
Good times.
Poor
So,
girl.
Yeah. So that's my Steelers. That's my Steelers story. So, anyways,
You're making me miss the snow, Spencer. I miss the snow.
only thing I miss the snow for is a white Christmas and snowboarding. Other than that, you can have it. Okay.
I finished watching Criminal Minds when I was in Denver. In a snowstorm, snowing. When I got out 3 days later, it was like everyone was a suspect in the supermarket. I was like the stud.
Yeah.
And I realized I was probably the suspect. It was just like,
Yeah, you never know. After 3 days stuck inside from a blizzard, no, thank you.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, what stadium after they get the first down they play the Criminal Minds that sound dun dun, right? Or am I thinking Law and Order?
It might be Law
Law
and
and
Order.
Order.
Oh, okay.
Probably Law and Order. All right, let's go to the toilet bowl game. The Philadelphia Weeboo Santa Claus Eagles are playing at the Detroit Lions. Eagles are favored by 4. Jesus, I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
If it was 2.5, I would take the Eagles, but I'm taking the Lions.
unbelievable.
How
I'm
about
taking
you?
the Lions too.
How about
I'm
you,
going the
guy?
Eagles. I'm going the Eagles. Covered by
Eagles.
7.
I'm going Eagles.
Guy from Philly. Okay, Colts at Texans. Colts are favored by 9.
Colts.
I'm taking the Texans with points at home.
Something. The Colts.
Texans didn't play bad football times last
Who's the
year.
quarterback for the Colts? The
Davis
Falcons.
Mills. Matt Ryan.
Matt
Yeah.
Ryan.
Really good.
Yeah, dude, they could be good this year. He
They
came
did
into
well
a,
with, what's his guy? Todd Phillips or whatever.
he's coming into a good situation there.
He is.
You know,
Matt Ryan was a perfect fit.
I think I'm gonna take the Colts in that one. Who you like, Alex?
Texans.
Texans plus the 9.
Texans.
Not bad. Okay, moving on. Jaguars at Commanders. Why did they choose the name Commanders?
I know. What is that name? I was going to ask you guys that.
Horrible.
You know, why didn't they just go to like the Red Hawks or like
The Red
Reds.
Commanders.
the Red Sox? I don't know. Just the Commanders. The Commanders and Chiefs. The Washington
That could be it,
Commanders and Chiefs. Yeah, totally. Anyways, the Commanders are 3-point favorites over the Jaguars. So, dude, that's the who cares bowl right there, boy.
Yeah, I'm
I
really
guess.
surprised the Redskins haven't
You know-
changed it. How come Kansas City didn't change their names?
Well, I mean, I don't think the Chiefs is that offensive, is it? I don't know.
Yeah. It's not, apparently not.
I don't know.
Surprised, yeah, with everything.
I-
going on.
I don't know. I'm sure people have tried.
Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Cowboys is offensive. Didn't they say Cowboys is an offensive name?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Everything's nuts now, man.
I think Trevor Lawrence might now that you know he seems to have some stability with his head coach. I think Trevor Lawrence might be kind of good this year.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Jaguars. Cover the 3 there. Seriously. What do
Jackson
you
cover.
think?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think, Ian?
It's an interesting game too because Carson Wentz versus Doug Peterson. I'll go with the Jags.
No.
I'll go with the Jags too. Jaguars.
What do you think? Did you already make a pick, Bentley?
Commanders.
Commanders.
Yeah, you would.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
We got Kansas City Chiefs at Arizona Cardinals. The Chiefs are favored by
You guys know.
3.5. But you got to cover
Chiefs to
3.5.
cover.
The Cardinals score a lot of points. And you're at
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm taking the Cardinals in that game. It's going to be a barn burner. I think the Chiefs might win. They're probably going to win that game. But I think it's going to be by a field goal.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs. Bentley.
Chiefs.
Okay.
I think the Cardinals the Cardinals' big contract quarterback is going to be very comfortable. So I think he's going to be waking up real late for that game, and
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be looking good.
I said he was good for 25 games, and those 25 games are behind him.
Yep.
I don't know.
Got
I
the
don't
big
know.
contract. He's all done. He can do whatever he wants. That guy don't have no drive. I don't see
Yeah,
him.
the Cardinals'
playing.
curse is returned.
Yeah.
They still put up numbers though, and they're still at home.
Yeah.
They don't have a bad defense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I guess they have DeAndre Hopkins. That's good for him.
That's a game where I would definitely consider taking the over. Also, it's the over under is 52. I would definitely consider that because that game could end up being 45-42. Seriously, that could be a very high scoring game. Okay, moving on. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers
Oh
are
my
favored by 3.
That
might be-
is going to be a heck of
Good game. That's
could
going
be
to
the
be a great game.
that could be
Yeah.
the game of the week right there.
Yeah, that's going to be game of the week right there for sure.
And the Chargers have no kind of home field advantage, so
Poor guys.
because they're at SoFi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're playing in their mom's basement.
Chargers belong in San Diego. I mean, that's the bottom line. They're not an LA team.
No, they're not. So nobody goes to see them.
No.
So that's almost like a neutral field.
Yeah. It's gonna give
Actually,
it to the Raiders.
there's gonna be more Raiders fans
Oh, you better believe it.
than Chargers
Yeah, there's going to be
fans.
more Raiders fans.
Better believe it. The
That-
Raider
that's-
Nation's going to be
that's
there.
nuts.
They're bringing the black hole to the Charger Stadium.
Yeah, 'cause
Herbert,
it's so close. Yeah, that's probably.
I
Yeah,
feel like
Raiders
the
with
Raiders are
points.
going to take this one. The Raiders are going to take this one. For
I'm
sure.
taking the Raiders plus
The
3.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Now,
Even though I don't like them, I don't like the Raiders. They're
I don't
going
like the Raiders
take
either,
this game.
but they're going to do it. They're going to win this one. Yeah.
everybody unanimous on the Raiders there.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Raiders.
Guy from Philly, if you can stay awake out there on the right coast.
Yeah, my battery's about to die.
Cool. We only got a couple more games. Packers, Vikings. Packers are favored by 1.5. I got to take the Packers all day.
Packers.
Vikings.
Vikings? No. What do you like, Ian?
Something's going to be in the air. Vikings.
Yeah.
Packers.
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 Giant in the Who Cares Bowl. Giants, Titans. Titans are favored by 5.5. Give me the Titans.
Titans to cover.
Okay, you got Tampa Bay at Dallas. Tampa Bay is a 1.5 point favorite at Dallas.
Taking Dallas for the points.
Yeah, it's almost a pick 'em, so you're not getting much points there. But
Dallas for the points.
I still got to go with Tampa. Tom Brady's going to still be healthy in week 1.
Yep, I'm going to say Tampa.
Tampa.
Tampa, but just by an inch, by a little bit. Yeah.
Alrighty, dude, and isn't it ironic that Russell Wilson is starting off game 1 against his old team? Broncos at Seahawks. Broncos are favored by 6.5. Ooh.
Who's the Seahawks quarterback? I don't know.
It's Geno Smith. They announced Geno
From the
Smith.
Jets?
Yeah, Drew Lock couldn't even beat out Geno Smith.
Wow, that's going to be bad.
6.5. But
Broncos.
it's on the road though. That could be a trap.
Yeah,
God.
that's a tough stadium. But Geno Smith sucks, dude. Like,
Yeah, he does.
he really
does.
sucks. He sucks. How's that guy a starter today?
But I mean, are the Broncos automatically going to win by a touchdown? I mean, they have to win by a touchdown.
Russell Wilson knows
No
that
problem.
stadium. He's got
That's true.
a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, good point.
It feels like home for him.
I'll
The
take the
pressure's
Broncos.
on Geno Smith, not Russell Wilson.
I'll take the Broncos.
I'm taking the
Broncos.
Broncos.
What do you think, Ian?
I wasn't paying attention. What was that?
The Broncos are at the Seahawks, and they're favored by 6.5.
Oh, there it is. I'm going with the Broncos to cover.
Broncos. Awesome. All right, everybody. Again, we got 10 more days of football abyss. So just, hang in there. We'll have topics. We'll have topics to talk about soon. So maybe we'll dedicate the whole next show to Major League Baseball. So it'll be so awesome.
Do it. I can come up with some questions.
Do it.
Yes.
Thursday night. We're gonna do it all again.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, dudes. Everybody, thanks for coming on, and I will talk to everybody Thursday night.
All right, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
You guys,
World Wide
all right.
Web.
Go Pats!
Go Pats. Go Broncos. Just like always.
Go Chiefs.